I wanted you to realize that how the brain is contributing to our diet. So the cost of the brain is about 11 watts for every kilogram. The rest of the body is not that expensive, about 1 watt. And so like we've already discussed, the way to feed our brain, because in nature what happens is that you want to live the most efficient way possible. You don't want to increase your energy expenditure because you'll have to spend more time finding it. You want to feed your brain, which is giving you an advantage, but you want to reduce your energy expenditure elsewhere, so you reduce energy expenditure in other tissues, and humans found the gut tissue, the digestive system, to reduce it. So here is the paper by Lilio and Wheeler, and here they're taking a 65 kilogram person, and they're saying, hey, what should we expect in terms of brain size? So brain size is about 1.3 kilograms, but really the brain size should be less than 300 grams. The gut size is smaller by almost 1 kilogram, 1,000 grams. So the way we paid for our expensive brain is by reducing the gut. Now it's beginning to make sense, because if we reduce our gut, our constraints of what we can eat that is good for us is definitely going to be higher. So if you're eating an animal source diet versus a whole food plant-based diet, this plant-based diet is deficient in key nutrients, and you will find out what those are. You need to eat a larger volume. You need to process it. You'll be eating for a lot longer duration. You can't eat for short periods of time if you're eating raw food. You will take more toxins, and so you will need more antioxidants. You will need to ferment that fiber. Plant protein is not complete, and this is also another thing we will talk about, that there is not essential fatty acids in that. In fact, there is somebody sitting in the audience who sent me a card saying that, hey, Dr. Ali, can you measure and see if my essential fatty acids are normal, right? On the other hand, animal source food, more complete amino acids, so the protein is more complete. It's volumetrically dense, energy dense, nutrient dense, so you need to eat less. There is lower processing requirement, especially if you cook the food. You are already pre-processing it, so you don't need to digest it as much. And there is reduced eating time, so that we can spend time discussing these things. So here it is, the foraging and eating behavior of primates other than Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens means us. Consuming food needed to become much more efficient process, and judging by our closest evolutionary neighbor, eating was not only inefficient, it was a full-time job.